Okay, after reviewing the video of me machining the flywheel bearing, I don't think it was very clear how I came to determine the angles or the angle that had to get milled for the shape of this. So this is a video, this is after the fact. So I'll just explain how I came upon it. It's got a little trigonometry in it, not terrible. The dimensions given on the plans, it's a 1/2 inch piece of material, and overall length is 1 5/8, and the angle starts from 11/16. So we have enough information, even though it doesn't call out directly, we can determine this angle very easily. With some simple subtraction, we come the length of this, 938. This is 1/4 inch, so it leaves 1/4 inch. Split this by 2, that's 1/8 of an inch. Then we come down to the beloved formula that we need to use here, and it's the tangent of this angle is equal to the opposite side over the adjacent side. And let me see if I can get you in the frame here. Okay, so, and that formula I got from the engineer's black book, which is an extremely handy book. Right down here it gives you all different scenarios if you need to locate different angles, different lengths. It's really handy. You could find this stuff on the internet too, but by the time you go look at the computer or look at your smartphone, and this is right here in my shop all the time. So with this formula here, and on your smartphone or a scientific calculator that has trigonometric functions, it's very easy to determine this. So it's 125 thousandths divided by 938 thousandths equals that. Okay, and then second function, tangent, and you come up with 7.5 degrees, which is, you want to call it 8 degrees. 8 degrees is fine for this application. So this angle is 8 degrees. So we have to hold this piece in the vise at an 8-degree angle. So I'll show you how I did that. Okay. Let me get you back in frame a little bit here. Bring you in a little closer. Okay. So I got a set of these angle gauges. Let's see if you're in. Okay. And I could have chose 7 degrees. I could have chose 8 degrees. I chose 8 degrees. These come in a whole bunch of, I don't know, was it about an 8-piece set, 9-piece set with different combinations, so you can create almost any angle that you need to make. So this is a 3-degree and a 5-degree angle, and so that's going to give me 8 degrees. And I just threw a couple of parallels under just to hold the work up a little bit higher, and slip these down. And then what I did was I just simply laid this work down in here. Alright, so we're just going to mill this out and just keep going back and forth. Now, it's supposed to be a 1/2 inch space, but I'm using a 3/8 end mill. I'll come back with a smaller end mill and just clean up the edges on that. Alright, I'm just thinking about it. You know, there's not going to be much supporting these two ears here if I go all the way through. So I'm thinking I'm going to flip this over and I will mill from the other side, and I leave a little center web, so to speak, in between. And then with a smaller end mill, when I clean up these inside edges and try to get a little tighter in the corner, that'll kind of hold things up for me. So I'll only have a little bit of material to cut through with a small end mill. So I'm going to flip this over. I'll bring you back when I have it set up again. Okay, so I don't know if you could see what I was talking about here. So once I cut this out, this is probably gonna vibrate. So I want to get in here a little bit tighter. I got to come out to this line. I don't know if you can see that here. And I want to clean up these corners. I'll probably have to hit this with a file eventually, but I'm thinking if I can come with a small end mill, I could clean this up. This is a little bit thicker than the 1/4 inch it's supposed to be. So I got to come out a little bit on each side and come out and come down and cut a little more into the corner here. So I'm going to put a smaller end mill in there, get this back in the vise, and I'll bring you back in a little bit. Alright, so let's see if you can see what I've got going on here. Okay, so get something to point with here. Okay, so this is that little web that I left in here. So I'm just taking out small bites with this end mill. I'm coming in about 10 thousandths each cut. I got to go about another 30 thousandths in there. That'll give me the 1/4 inch that I need here. And once I get this all milled out, I'll come back and I'll start trimming this out. And this is already done here. So when this is all complete and the only thing left is just these little areas in here, I'll just cut right through this, get rid of that web, and just clean everything up with a file then when I'm done. So it's just been a real slow, tedious process. So now we're just cleaning this last bit up here. Alright, so I got to drill 2 oil holes in this flywheel bearing. So I want to get them on center of the shaft, so I got this little inexpensive center finder, and it works really good. So as you can see, as I rotate this back and forth, the little witness mark on that line there indicates when it's on center. So see if I can see here. So right about there, and I'm going to lock the table in, and I'll pick up the center of each pillar here with my edge finder and drill the 1/16 of an inch hole in there.